Good evening. Tonight we find ourselves at a crossroads, a moment that will be remembered for years to come. Tonight the world is different than it was yesterday. The sun may have set, but a new era has dawned, reshaping the very fabric of our daily lives. In Shenzhen, BYD CEO Wang Chuanfu took the stage and with a single announcement, declared the end of the automotive era as we know it. His words echoed far beyond the walls of the press conference, sending ripples through the global industry. This wasn't just a product launch, it was a revolution. The atmosphere was electric, the crowd sensing that history was being made before their eyes. BYD announced that by 2028, they'll stop making any vehicle costing more than $20,000 to manufacture. Their new technology, they claim, will make personal car ownership obsolete for millions, offering a future where mobility is affordable, efficient, and accessible to all. This moment will be studied for decades. Just as we look back on the birth of the Model T or the rise of the Japanese automakers, future generations will analyze this turning point in transportation history. It affects everyone: factory workers, engineers, commuters, and families worldwide. No one is untouched by this seismic shift, from the assembly line to the city street. The very idea of what a car is and what it costs is being upended. The traditional model of car ownership is being challenged, and the implications are profound. Wang Chuanfu didn't just unveil a car, he unveiled a new philosophy: transportation as a utility, as accessible as water or electricity. Imagine a world where getting from point A to point B is as simple and reliable as flipping a light switch. For an industry built on aspiration and freedom, this is a revolution. The car has always symbolized independence, but now, that symbol is being redefined for a new generation. Stock markets are in turmoil. Investors scramble to make sense of the new reality, as the value of legacy automakers is called into question overnight. Legacy automakers face an existential threat. Boardrooms are filled with anxiety, as decades-old business models are suddenly at risk of becoming obsolete. This isn't just about electric cars, it's about shifting from products to services at a price that makes car ownership seem irrational. The future may belong to fleets, not families, and to access, not assets. The promise: self-driving, electric vehicles, on demand, for less than ever imagined. A world where transportation is always available, always affordable, and always evolving. Tonight we'll break down what this means: the man, the company, the technology, and the global fallout. We'll explore how this bold vision could reshape economies, societies, and the way we all move. The chessboard has changed, and the game is on. Every player in the industry must rethink their strategy as the rules have been rewritten overnight. This isn't just a business story. It's about progress, disruption, and the road ahead. The journey has just begun. Stay with us as we navigate this new landscape together. To grasp today's shock, you need to know BYD's roots. Founded in 1995 as a battery maker by chemist Wang Chuanfu, BYD started with just $300,000. They out-innovated giants, supplying batteries to Nokia and Motorola. In 2003, they pivoted to cars. Critics scoffed, but Wang saw batteries as the future of transport. BYD vertically integrated, controlling everything from lithium mining to final assembly, slashing costs and speeding innovation. In 2022, they stopped making gasoline cars, going all in on electric. Wang's outsider perspective, seeing cars as consumer electronics, set BYD apart. Their journey from battery upstart to EV giant is a masterclass in vision and execution. Today's announcement is the culmination of that relentless drive. The last 15 years transformed cars from gas-powered machines to rolling computers. Tesla proved EVs could be fast and desirable, shifting focus from horsepower to battery range and software. Legacy automakers scrambled to catch up, learning battery chemistry and over-the-air updates. Governments accelerated the shift, banning gas cars and incentivizing EVs. China made EVs a national priority, fueling BYD's rise. The old advantages, brand loyalty, dealership networks, faded. Now, battery range and user experience matter most. BYD, native to this new world, thrived. Just as the old guard adapted to EVs, BYD changed the rules again. The industry is scrambling to keep up. Today, Wang Chuanfu laid out a radical vision at BYD's Shenzhen HQ. By 2028, BYD will stop making vehicles that cost over $20,000 to build, targeting the mass market with unprecedented affordability. The real Bombshell, the Prometheus platform, an ecosystem of autonomous vehicles and mobility as a service. The era of personal car ownership as a necessity is over, Wang declared. Prometheus promises on-demand, autonomous rides for less than a bus ticket. The rollout starts in China in 2027, with global expansion to follow. Industry leaders were stunned. BYD isn't just dreaming, they have the scale and track record to deliver. The fallout has only begun. What is Prometheus? It's 3 breakthroughs in one. First, a modular, autonomous pod. No frills, just durable, efficient transport, designed to last 1,000,000 miles. Second, BYD's Blade Battery 2.0, cutting costs by 50% and charging 200 miles in 5 minutes. Third, an AI-powered network that manages the fleet, predicting demand and optimizing routes. Wang likens it to a water utility. You don't own the pipes, you just get water when you need it. This system keeps vehicles moving, slashing costs per trip. By controlling vehicle battery and software, BYD achieves efficiencies others can't match. Prometheus isn't just a concept, it's a vertically integrated disruptive business model. The transportation landscape may never be the same. BYD is betting on a future where mobility is a utility, not a luxury. BYD's announcement sent shockwaves through the auto world. Stocks of Ford, GM, VW, and Toyota plunged as investors panicked. The fear, not just competition, but total disruption. Automakers' high-margin EV strategies suddenly look obsolete. Labor unions warn of massive job losses as fewer cars are needed. The entire ecosystem, suppliers, dealers, insurers, is threatened. Governments scramble to compete with BYD or protect their industries and risk public backlash. The old view of Chinese automakers as imitators is dead. We were playing chess, BYD was playing a different game, and just declared checkmate, said one Japanese executive. The scale and audacity of BYD's vision has left the industry reeling. BYD's ambitious plan isn't just about cars, it's about reshaping the very fabric of our cities, economies, and culture. The impact will ripple through every layer of society, from the way we move to the way we live and work. The shift from selling individual cars to offering rides as a service could redistribute trillions of dollars across the globe. Industries built on car ownership may see their foundations shaken, while new opportunities emerge for those who adapt. Car loans, insurance, and traditional dealerships may shrink dramatically, while the value of mobility data, digital platforms, and subscription-based services rises. The entire automotive ecosystem is on the verge of transformation. Politically, China could gain unprecedented influence by controlling the operating system of global transportation, raising urgent questions about data privacy, international standards, and geopolitical power. Western governments now face mounting pressure to respond, innovate, or risk ceding control of a critical sector to foreign interests. The stakes are high, and the world is watching. For society, shared autonomous vehicles could free up vast amounts of urban space, reduce traffic congestion, and make mobility more accessible and affordable for everyone, regardless of income or location. Families could save thousands of dollars each year, redirecting money once spent on car ownership to essentials like housing, education, and leisure, potentially improving quality of life. But there's a cultural cost. Our deep connection to the car as a symbol of freedom, independence, and adventure may begin to fade, changing how we see ourselves and our journeys. The romance of the open road could give way to efficient, impersonal transport pods, where convenience replaces the thrill of driving and individuality is traded for shared experience. This is more than a technological shift, it's a profound challenge to our relationship with movement, personal identity, and the meaning of freedom in a connected world. The debate is just beginning, and the choices we make now will shape the future for generations to come. We reached out to leading voices across technology, transportation, and economics to understand the seismic shifts underway. Dr. Alistair Finch, a renowned automotive engineer, told us, if BYD can truly deliver a durable, fully autonomous electric vehicle for just $20,000, Saudi Poors, the entire foundation of car ownership as we know it will collapse almost overnight. Why would anyone buy a car when you can summon a ride for a fraction of the cost? Sometimes as little as 1/10 of what owning a vehicle costs today. The economics simply won't add up for most people. Yet, not everyone is convinced. Some experts remain skeptical, pointing out that achieving level 5 autonomy everywhere is a massive technical and regulatory challenge and that ambitious timelines have a history of slipping. Professor Lena Petrova, an expert in industrial strategy, explained, "Legacy automakers are trapped in their own business models. They can't simply pivot to low-cost, on-demand mobility services without risking the collapse of their existing revenue streams and decades-old infrastructure. BYD, on the other hand, is unburdened by the past. They have nothing to lose and everything to gain by pushing forward." A leading futurist put it this way: "This is about more than just cars or even transportation. Just as music and movies went digital and transformed entire industries, now transportation is undergoing its own digital revolution. The shift from gasoline to electric, from ownership to access, is rewriting the rules. The biggest winners in this transformation? Everyday consumers, who will enjoy more affordable, convenient mobility, and the planet itself, as emissions drop and cities become cleaner. Imagine cities with cleaner air, quieter streets, fewer accidents, and greater access to mobility for all. These are no longer distant dreams, they're within reach." Of course, the transition won't be easy. Workers, families, and entire industries will face uncertainty and disruption, but the long-term benefits could be truly immense, reshaping society for generations. The consensus among experts is clear. This moment marks a true turning point in the history of transportation. The old model of car ownership and fossil fuels is breaking down, making way for something entirely new. The new era, defined by electric, autonomous, and accessible vehicles, is just beginning to take shape. The world is watching closely, reacting in real time as these changes unfold on a global scale. The stakes have never been higher, for companies, for consumers, and for the future of our cities and our planet. Where do we go from here? BYD has forced a choice between two futures: one, personal car ownership; the other, mobility as a service, as easy as turning on a tap. The question isn't if change is coming, but how fast, and who wins. Automakers must adapt or risk irrelevance. Governments must balance protection and progress. For all of us, it's time to rethink our relationship with cars. The end of the car as we know it may be near, but a new age of mobility is dawning. The next 2 years will shape the next 50. Is this the future you want? Join the conversation. The story of how we move is being written now.